Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt. You're boring. You don't sound Nigerian at all.
Finally, a good fucking movie! Monsters, Inc. is an animated film by Pixar that was released in the year of our Lord 2001. Of course, the release of this film wasn't the biggest thing that happened that year. Shrek also debuted in 2001. This movie made everyone realize that short guys ain't shit.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
But we're not here to talk about Shrek, okay? We're here to talk about Monsters, Inc. This film centers on two monsters, Mike Wazowski, who is played by Billy Crystal.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And James P. Sullivan, voiced by John Goodman.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie!
They are both lovers, roommates, and employees of the titular Monsters Incorporated. This company basically operates as a power plant. In this monster world, energy comes from the screams of human children. So the employees of Monsters Inc. travel to the human world through closet doors and basically just scare the living hell out of random children. Because, again, their screams generate their power. Now, one thing about humans in this universe, their touch and all items that they use is supposedly toxic to monsters. Which basically means that these monsters are just as scared as human children as they are of the monsters. They have to maintain exactly zero contact with any humans or any human-related items at all times. One day, Sully notices that a door belonging to a big-ass lizard named Randall is still on the scare floor. When he tries to resolve this issue, he realizes he made a huge mistake and accidentally lets a human into the monster world. Once other people, other monsters catch a glimpse of this girl, everybody goes into panic mode. Their reactions remind me of the reactions to the financial crisis of 2008. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if that joke works because I was only like 6 when the recession happened, so sorry. But the panic is so bad that even my boy Mike gets cock-blocked from the whole ordeal. I mean, just look at this bitch. The head game gotta be crazy, man. So Sully and Mike decide that they need to get this girl, Boo, back to her home. Mike finds the door and tries to get Boo to go into it, but he ends up getting kidnapped by Randall, who reveals that he is kidnapping children and forcing them to work in a coal mine. After Sully saves Mike, they both decide to go to their boss, Mr. Spider-Man. So the boss gets Sully to scare a robot child, which in turn scares the real child, and Boo reveals herself to be a human to all the other monsters, and what else? Waternoose reveals himself to be a part of Randall's child labor scheme, and he banishes our two protagonists to Siberia. They meet a Yeti who is super friendly enough to provide them with shelter, and both Mike and Sully have a character conflict in the third act of this movie because it is a kids movie. There has to be a character conflict between two protagonists. So a bunch of shit happens. Sully manages to get back to the monster world. He also manages to rescue Boo from being indoctrinated into the coal mining community. Mike saves both of them from Randall. He kills the Steve Buscemi lizard, and they settled their differences. Sully manages to expose Mr. Waternoose in 4K.
Kidnapping children? I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die.
Whoa, settle down, Epstein. So he gets arrested for crimes against children. Boo fucks off and goes back to her own life. And then months later, the company has a little transition period from scaring methods to more comedic ones.
And I said, that's not a camel, that's my wife.
So that's Monsters Incorporated. I am sorry if this video was not as funny as the others. It's way easier to make fun of movies that are bad. So, okay, bye.